Right, so what we're going to be looking at now this evening is how to set up an AudioBoom channel and how to share your AudioBoom recordings with your students or parents or whoever you'd like to share them with, the general public. AudioBoom is a podcasting website, essentially. So you will see when I just log in, there are a number of audio recordings attached to static photographs. These are not videos. They're just audio recordings, similar to a radio program, I suppose, something that you might record, or a soundbite that you want to just record either yourself or your class. And there's many, many ways that you could use this as a teaching tool and as a learning tool within your classroom, which we'll talk about. So the first thing to do is to sign up for an AudioBoom account. I would, I think, make an account for my class or possibly an account for myself as a teacher. I would not get the students creating their own accounts unless they were a bit older, but I would stick to a class account. So I'm going to log into mine. Like so. Okay, so here's my account. My kind of recent activity is there. I've not been very active on this particular site. And here's some suggestions for things I might like to look at. If I come to the top corner over here, however, I can go to my profile, and that gives me a bit of a better idea of what's going on. So here's the activity in the last while. So I've just recently followed some of my tech friends, and I have made 3 audio posts, and there they are. And I can click on any of those and listen to those recordings. Here are my details for people who want to follow me. So similar to other social networking sites, people can follow you and listen to your posts. These posts are public, so I wouldn't put anything too personal on there. I wouldn't identify students with pictures, although identifying their voices, there's no harm in that. But there is that. Here are a place for some of your favorite posts that other people have done, and playlists of things possibly, again, that other people have done or that you have done yourself. Right, so let's create a new post. Up at the top right-hand corner, there's a record button. We're going to hit that. And I have 2 options. I can either upload an audio file, which I already have. So if the students, for example, have created an audio file on their computers, maybe they've recorded themselves in a music class and they have an MP3 file, you could simply bring that MP3 file and drop it in here. You could then attach an image to it like we saw before and give it a title and a description, and you could categorize it and then publish it, and it would publish it to that stream as we saw. The other way to do this quite nicely is to use record. So the recording option, you'll see immediately it started registering that my voice is there and has started picking that up from my microphone. I can press the record button, and this is a test recording to demonstrate how to use AudioBoom and upload it to Google Sites. When I'm finished, I click on that record button again, and then I can, if I don't like what I hear, I can play it to myself. Don't like what I hear, I can discard it. Otherwise, I save my recording. I give it a title. And I could, again, categorize it. I could add my image, and I could publish my audio. So, done. Now, I can choose to either go and do another one. So if I had a whole class full of them, I might want to just upload several, one at a time, or I could go to the clip. Going to the clip takes me to a page. If I press the record button, there it is. And this is a test recording. And I now have several places where I can share this with other people. So I can add it to one of my playlists, I can like it, or somebody else can like it, and I can embed it. So let's go to embed. Now what you need to do is, this doesn't help us for Google Sites, you need to go to options and choose the option if all else fails. And then you've got to copy that whole thing. This is an iframe HTML element. So I've copied that. I then go to my Google site. Here's my Google site. Now I'm going to go and put this audio recording here underneath where it says AudioBoom. Now in order to do that, I need to go and edit this page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button in the toolbar which is HTML source. And I'm going to go and look at the code. Don't get scared. There it is there. There it says AudioBoom. Okay. So I'm going to make a space there for it. And I'm going to paste that code that I had in there. Now, there's a very important thing which you must not forget. You can see here, this is the URL for my test for training audio that I just made. But the beginning of the URL says HTTP. And I want to change that to HTTPS. That's very important. If you don't do that, it doesn't work. So you say update, and you get this very funky looking iframe in there. And when you save the page, there we go, your podcast will now appear. Press play, and this is a test record, and there it goes. You can then also go and share that using various social media as well if you wanted to. And that is how you would embed your AudioBoom. I'm just going to scroll up a little bit. This over here is a picture which has been created in a website called ThingLink. And what this teacher has done is she's taken a picture that her students have painted or she's painted, and they've labeled them. And then for each label, she's had the students record an AudioBoom, which is embedded on the ThingLink.
Ethan, everything's attached to some sort of called timbals. They wrap themselves around the rocks to keep our objects, to keep the plant safely in one place.
Is that not the cutest thing? So she's used AudioBoom here to embed these audio files into this picture using ThingLink, and has actually app smashed those two tools to come out with a really nice little product. You could similarly upload a picture for your AudioBoom, something like the text for a particular piece of reading, and then have a student read that piece of text and then post that on the class website for the parents to have a look at.